Because we are just too sweet.
All right. It's Attention Wrestling Disorder, episode 37. 37?
37.
Yeah.
Lucky 37.
We went clerks.
Lucky 37.
I am RJ Show, the whole show, nothing but the whole damn show.
And I am your homie, the Counterbalance, the Coffee Lover 5, the Chuck, wearing his Villain Club Marty Skrull shirt. This is the only shirt I own that I have not worn on our show yet, so today is the reason, so I'm hoping for some good heat.
And worse than Ian Riccaboni, we have...
Oh my gosh, something degenerate. Leave him alone. And I am the Hot Rod 521.
And what is his claim to fame, Jay?
Well, other than being worse than Ian Riccaboni, the only
And the only 5-time ELW Fantasy Wrestling Champion?
No, the only person to watch main event on WWE.
Thank you. Level up.
Yeah, right.
And today, we have a special guest in the house. We have our friend Don Francisco, a.k.a. Frankie, a.k.a. my tag team partner when we were quiz wrestling years ago. We've been tag champions for how many years, Frankie, in counting?
Oh, man. We got to be at least like 6 or 7 now.
Yeah, we're dating back to like 2016, 2017 with this.
I'll introduce myself, you know. You can call me the Joker. You can call me Frankie Fantastic. You can call me the Diamond, Frankie Ellis. Anything that goes.
Oh, look, we have a special guest in the house, everybody.
Yeah, that's right. It's Frankie.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Frankie. This is degenerate.
He's a champion. He's been the champion of what's the name of it again?
EOW.
Because his code of honor has always been adhere to. Yes, he's not a bad guy. He's never done anything bad guy. Yeah, that's Frankie for you.
Yes, oh my God.
I hate Ian Riccaboni.
You're pulling on the gimmick?
Frankie, welcome to the show.
Let's go.
Hating on Riccaboni. So on that note, gentlemen, I picked up something for today's special occasion, and we're going to do a tasting of it on the air. Where's my phone? Because I'm going to do a video of this, too.
I'm the only one who notices that Riccaboni's always like this.
Yeah, because no one cares.
Oh, my God.
No, that's you and Impact, dude.
Shit.
I mean, no one's denying that. I haven't watched Impact since, like, 2000 because no one cared about it then either.
Such a hater, I swear.
Is that so?
So you're about to do the taste test of
the new Stone Cold Broken Skull Double IPA, 8% alcohol. Chances are, gentlemen, if I drink this whole 4-pack while we do this, I will probably be drunk by the time we're done. We shall see.
I wish we got like advance notice. I would have gotten my own, and we could have all done this together.
I know. I just discovered it today. So I apologize, but for you guys, I'm going to get drunk again because, you know, that was that one time I got drunk and it was hilarious.
Oh, why not?
Hey, we had Dirk, indie wrestler of NYWC, and he got me hammered. We were in my backyard one summer getting drunk doing this.
That was hilarious.
That was a good one.
And, what's he go by?
Dirk Moore.
Dirk Moore, yeah.
Dirk Moore, yeah. Name's Alex.
Alex, yeah. But
name's Alex. Yeah. I channeled my inner heel that day because I'm not getting heat wearing this shirt. So let's see what we're working with.
Right.
Let's see what we're working with. All right, let me get myself on camera here. I'm going to do this kind
Rod's already hating on you.
I'm going to crack this open first.
Well,
and then we're gonna
if you recognize
do the video.
that person
so
representing that
you guys see it first? I'm going to do the full taste testing on this. So,
you see it?
What is up, everybody? It is your favorite Chucky Boy, your Coffee Lover 5, your beer lover. We're trying on Attention Wrestling Disorder in real time. The Stone Cold Steve Austin Broken Skull Double IPA just came out. What was that, Mr. J?
Oh, keep doing your thing. Keep doing
it. So, yes, I'm distracted by the ADD of my peers. So, yes, we're live doing Attention Wrestling. So, for those who are not familiar, we do this podcast. It's available on YouTube, Spotify, and all other streaming outlets. So right now we're going to do this taste test. Let's see what we rank it. So this is the Broken Skull Double IPA. I love the regular one. I love the lager. Let's see where the double one goes in. If I drink all these on air, I'll probably be hammered. Very hoppy. Also, if I drink all 4 of these, I'm going to have a monster headache tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Now we have to be quiet while he's doing this. And
oh boy, now you guys are good. So very good. I'm giving this as good as a lager. 9 out of 10 on this.
Talking and making
Cheers to everybody. Enjoy the show. We're good.
How come I was the only one talking, right?
Because they were being respectful, unlike you. No, I'm kidding.
Well, yeah, I'm the damn heel of the group.
Actually, I figured out that me and Rod are the opposites, and you're the middle ground somehow. You might be the heel, but you're the middle ground of us somehow with taste.
Are you calling me a tweener?
I'm calling you the tweener of us, not a tweener.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
Frankie, what are you drinking, and why do you have to expose us to this?
Okay, I'm gonna expose you to Rod's favorite drink.
Oh, it is.
I'm drinking a Coors Light for Rod.
Yeah, it's the goat beer. Good job, Frankie.
Cheers, Frankie.
You got me wishing I had one right now.
Well, until today, that was the only beer that Rod was the only person to drink that beer until today.
That's factual information.
Right. Because
no, it's factual information.
This is because of me, apparently.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, right.
By the way,
Dude,
gentlemen, have I ever told you about the time I went to a bar and ordered water?
What?
Yes.
What?
I ever tell you the story? Okay, so one time I went to the bar. I was pretty drunk. I was drinking. I was trying to calm down. I'm like, you know what? Can I just get a water? So then the bartender actually gives you a cup of water. I'm like, what the fuck is this? She said water. No, I said I wanted water. Little do people know that water is actually code for a Coors Light.
Oh my God, I'm such a hater.
It's a code. You go to a bar and you ask for water.
It's actually true. It's actually true.
It's a bartender's code. Because if you drink a Coors Light or water, you're in theory drinking the same thing.
Degenerate. People don't listen to him. For our loyal viewers at home, do not listen to him.
Do not listen to me, apparently.
That is so true, though.
Yet telling these lies already.
No, and then you're like, oh, I paid like $5.95 for a water. What? Well, actually, that doesn't sound so ridiculous.
It doesn't. Hey, you ever go to a club on like a $9 beer night? Those cost like $9 on club nights. So we don't go to clubs.
$9 water, but it's course. See, special water, of course. What?
Oh my God, you're degenerates.
All right, so
Smart water.
I missed most. I saw half of Ring of Honor, so I missed a bit of it. I didn't see the Impact yet. I didn't see pay-per-view, but I know that we're missing Alexander and Mickey James because they're both injured.
They're working against hacks who can't carry them.
Oh, that pipe down. All right, so this is a situation with Mickey James. So Jordan Grace is getting a shot at Rebellion, regardless of what happens with this.
Meatball.
This the Fatal 4-Way at Multiverse on Thursday is getting a shot. If Mickey James is cleared to compete by Rebellion, it'll be a triple threat match. If not, then Jordan Grace will face the winner of that Fatal 4-Way for the vacant knockout title.
Sure.
Okay.
Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down.
Oh my God.
Never
Have you
gonna
ever
run.
heard the theme song? Come on.
That's what I heard that song.
Their theme song is the Rickroll.
Is that a Rickroll? Again, I don't watch Impact. So this is all news to me.
But
we
yeah,
got
this upcoming between Thursday and Sunday.
We got a whole weekend of media coming up on the horizon. We got a whole weekend of it on the horizon because we got Stand Deliver, we got a Hall of Fame, we got all that fun shit.
What did you say,
Rod?
Oh yeah.
I couldn't hear what you said.
Between Thursday and Sunday is gonna be a fun but crazy weekend of wrestling.
Oh yeah. We have Stand and Deliver.
Yes, we do.
Is Mania on a Friday or Saturday?
I think it's Saturday and Sunday. I think Stand Deliver is Friday.
Is going to be on Saturday too, like at 1 o'clock.
Oh, it's Saturday. That's right.
Mania. And Hall of Fame is that's Thursday or Friday?
That's the Friday after SmackDown.
So what's Thursday?
Multiverse United.
Oh, that's that Impact New Japan thing.
Yeah, that's going like it's coming on at 11 o'clock at night. So
What channel is that? Is that like
that's on Fight?
That's
you
a
can
fight
order
thing.
that on Fight.
That's a fight thing,
Supercard
right?
of Honor, as I was telling Chuck and Frankie, is available on pay-per-view only.
Which means that I have to
Multiverse
illegally watch
United.
it on a streaming because I don't have a cable anymore because I suck.
Multiverse United. That doesn't sound like anything that's happened. I don't know, within a year or so regarding any doors.
You mean
No?
Oh
ones?
yeah,
What's the word?
It's
Non-taboo, right? They're not taboo.
Yeah.
You're talking about non-taboo doors, right?
I'm talking about things that aren't
You
forbidden.
got the show. You got the show going like this, like an evil son of a bitch right
What I do, man. I'm the damn show.
He's the whole damn show in his own mind.
But yeah, like Forbidden Door, maybe multiverse.
I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds like fake news. We don't discuss those words. That is trademark infringement, and you know it.
Oh, I guess that's
Well, I know it. Didn't AEW just do something like that? With New
Again,
Japan?
gimmick infringement, and you know it. It's gimmick infringement, you know
Well,
it.
still, technically, Impact's been working with New Japan well before AEW was ever even created. So,
Well, there was also many years where they didn't work together, so incorrect.
no, correct.
Well, wasn't Sonata in Impact at one point?
He's a former X-Division champion.
Hey, I gotta say, on that note, I love Sonata. I'm so happy. As much as I love Los Ingobernables, I'm so glad he broke away from them, and I love Just Five Guys. I'm all about it.
Didn't something? Well,
I mean, you only gonna want to be the third tier guy in your faction for so long.
Speaking of New Japan, I mean, we're all over the place because that's
what we do, as Mark Henry would say.
It's time for the main event.
Well, first of all, AEW's got something big coming up, and we got Kenny Omega versus what's his face?
Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb.
That's gonna be a good match.
From like the biggest faction since Bullet Club, and probably bigger than Bullet Club these days.
Not bigger, but better. Bigger, no, better, yes.
By the way, is Aussie Open like contracted to Ring of Honor and New Japan now?
I think they're just contracted to New Japan. Let me find out.
They're like on.
Yeah, but I think it wasn't. New Japan allowed their guys to go really work anywhere that they can work.
There's so much to talk about. The fact that I can't tell, like, if Ring of Honor is going to make these AEW and Ring of Honor are going to be separate, because it seems like the Ring of Honor women's division is pretty much the AEW women's division right now.
It's not separate, please.
But there's a lot.
It's AEW of Honor. Come on, let's call a spade, guys.
All right, you're the guest. Where should we go first?
Hold on that thought. So hold that thought. And then you guys decide. So Aussie Open is actually not contracted to anybody. They're fully freelance right now, so they can show up where they please.
And yet they're part of
like Mercedes Moné and Hatalia was up until recently.
Yeah, they're technically freelancers. They're not technically contracted to anybody.
That seems like the best way to go nowadays.
That seems to be the best way to get exposure. That's why Aussie Open's like the hottest tag team besides FTR, which is my dream tag team match. I'm gonna mark the shit out when they have that match finally.
FTR is awesome.
They're so fucking good.
What do you think of the angle that FTR is about to do? I heard a rumor that their contracts are almost up.
So the rumor mill is we'll see. It's either they're working us or their contracts are legitimately up and they're just losing everybody on the way out, like everybody else does.
I'm going to say this right now. If I'm a free agent, or I know I'm about to be a free agent, and everybody automatically assumes you're going to go back up to Connecticut, I'm not even attempting to go to Connecticut until I find out who's officially buying the company. Because I'm not about to sign a 3-4 year deal only to find out that the Saudis are buying the company. Not doing it.
My question is, what's the point of them even going back to Connecticut WWE? Because they've already
Triple H
done
is running, and
everything
they were at
there.
their best when they had Triple H behind them.
Pretty much that. That's really it. It's if as long as Triple H is calling the shots, they'll be fine there because they have that
but
support.
if like if it's the Saudis running it, that means Vince is gonna be put back in power
All I know is if they take it over, I'm just gonna quit wrestling. Period. I'll watch my AEW, I'll watch my New Japan, I'll watch my Ring of Honor, and then I'll be good.
Because if the Saudis
I don't
buying
think
it, and contrary to popular
Vince is
belief, they
gonna
are
do
the
that.
front runners to buy it. Half that company's leaving.
Every that company's getting fired. So he's taking over. Women's wrestling.
I mean, dead. This push that Sami Zayn's getting, dead.
Well,
Dude can't even go into their country without literally getting shot. You think they're gonna ever put any championships on him ever
my
again?
question
Fuck no.
is, what's McMahon's involvement creatively?
To be seen.
That's being disputed too.
Because I don't know, like like Emma's kind of fallen into the cracks. Chelsea Green keeps getting.
You realize those two names you just mentioned have yet to win the matches they've returned between the two of them.
Fillers.
Chelsea Green's great right now. I don't care if anybody says this Karen angle is great. It is the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
But my question is, I don't know, like you'd think like Triple H would have pushed Dashwood a little bit instead of just making her the arm.
I mean, I get why she came back because like it's a lot easier to maintain a relationship when you're working in the same company as your significant other.
I guess that's why Juice Robinson went to AEW.
Yeah. But I just don't understand. Like she's back in WWE and she's not really doing anything significant. If FTR goes back to WWE, where they already won the title on all the titles.
Yeah, they're Triple Crown champions, just like the Street Profits are.
FTR is miles better than the Street Profits. Let's call a spade a spade.
All right.
We say it again.
Wait, Frankie has something to say, guys. Come on, let him have the floor.
No, I give my little intake. In 2 or 3 years from now at WrestleMania, you're gonna see Montez Ford versus Carmelo Hayes versus Austin Theory for the title.
I agree.
So where's what's his name going to be?
I put Braun Breaker in that conversation too.
Not yet.
Where's the other guy going to be?
2-3 years, yeah. I put him definitely in that conversation. 2-3 years, I definitely put him in that conversation.
I like Braun Breaker though.
Braun Breaker is good, but I don't think he has the it factor.
What's the name of the other member of Robot Chicken who's not as annoying?
Talking about Angelo Dawkins.
Thank you. Okay, Angelo. Yeah, what about Angelo Dawkins? Why does Montez Ford have more?
Because he runs miles around Angelo Dawkins.
He's not. Angelo Dawkins is
everybody talks about how athletic Ford is and rightfully so, but big man Dawkins can fly too now.
No, Dawkins is good. Dawkins is very good, but I don't.
He's not Montez. For what WWE needs,
he's not a title contender. He may be an Intercontinental United States champion later down the line.
But personally, I don't want to see the Street Profits split up until they actually create a tag team division.
I do because they annoy the hell out of me. But yeah.
Oh my! Of course you're gonna say something like that.
By the way, Frank, if you don't understand the Robot Chicken reference, listen to their theme song and then play the Robot Chicken ends the song that ends on Robot Chicken, during the ending credits, and you'll understand.
Play
I know.
He's well aware.
I mean, think about it. Look what they're doing right now. They're literally putting together these two men and women's fatal 4-way tag teams to give people WrestleMania time.
Right.
I don't understand the whole. We're all over the place, by the way, but I don't understand why they're doing this fatal, this 6-woman tag instead of defending the women's title
at Mania. I agree. It's stupid. Actually, that's a good segue into Mania. So
okay,
that's actually a good segue to Mania. Let's talk
There's
about
another
that.
thing too. I don't understand why they took the freaking Andre the Giant Royal Battle Royal for WrestleMania. What was the point of that?
And why would they just have do this fatal 4-way at Mania, for the tag team women's?
Because I guess the
one
winners.
night, unless you know what, have both of those matches on the same night, and then the next night have Lita and Lynch defend against whoever
the winners.
wins.
Right, that's what they should do.
That would actually be a good idea. I would actually, be okay for that.
That would be the smart thing to do.
Or they could be number one contenders matches for them, and then at the next pay-per-view they'll face them, whatever.
WrestleMania Backlash.
Yes.
This sounds.
Oh no, it's just Backlash this year.
Oh, they finally went back to just Backlash.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a beautiful San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah.
I would go. I would take a road trip down or a flight down to San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Does that mean that the Colognes, all of the Colognes are going to be involved somehow?
Yeah.
Because they're involved in Puerto Rico and everything.
Yes.
I love Primo and Epico and Carlito.
I mean, they're all rock stars out here in Puerto Rico.
Because they can't get over anywhere else.
Oh my God, hater.
But yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. I could see this as a Vince thing, but it just okay. I get it. Okay, now Bailey's got something going on in WrestleMania, but you know what though? I really think they should showcase the women's titles at WrestleMania, because isn't that why? Well, we don't know the real story, but isn't that kind of the impression as to why Sasha
That's exactly why they left.
What?
It was like, how are you going to have the women's tag team champions and have them both go after singles titles?
Right.
And if people want to talk about they're selfish, if they were selfish, they would have been more than happy to be getting single women's tag team title matches, but instead they wanted to build the division that they're representing. How is that selfish? This is what I want to know.
Monet has yet to. Monet, in an interview, said she didn't want to bring up at the moment why she left, but
yeah, which is understandable. And now, speaking of that, it's official now. The wrestler formerly known as Naomi, now going by Trinity Stars, officially gone from the company too. So now they're both gone.
Where's you know where she's going to end up?
It hasn't said yet, so that's to be determined.
Is I know we're talking about Mania, but since it's in my head and this is a technical disorder, is Trinity not Trinity, excuse me. Is Mercedes Moné exclusively signed to Stardom?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's find out.
I think she might be freelance.
She might be too, right? Let's find out.
By the way, did Bell? Oh no, yeah, that did happen. Never mind. When is she going?
Nope, she's currently signed to. She's technically signed to New Japan, not even Stardom. She appears as Stardom, but she's technically actually on paper signed to New Japan.
But since when is New Japan really having women's wrestling?
They're not really. They're just featuring them. They're featuring all the Stardom girls.
Technical Stardom, you could say, is their women's division if you want to get technical.
Well, technically, they're both owned by Bushiroad, so it's all kind of one and the same. It's just one's for men's, one's for women's. But I guess they're using them on New Japan more to just get awareness. I don't know. It's almost like it's basically like the AEW of Honor, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, AEW.
It is AEW of Honor. Tell me I'm wrong on that. It is AEW of Honor now.
It basically
slowly starting to bring back some of the old Ring of Honor talent back. But I do have to say, though,
we were
so
talking
far,
about Mania.
those weekly episodes of Ring of Honor have been fantastic so far.
We're gonna still talk about it.
We'll touch there. I agree, but yeah, let's actually get our ADD heads out of the gutter,
okay,
gentlemen, and we will discuss.
Oh my God.
Mania, I know this is bad. I'm the one who has to tell you. Yep, we got to refocus. Yeah, it's bad.
Seriously. All right,
I'm the worst person to ever do that to.
we have but we already kind of touched on the 6-way between Lita, what Lynch and
Richard Stratus against Damage Control.
Damage Control.
Yeah.
And then you have the 4-way women, the
4-way women's match, which you've touched on.
And it's still to be determined who's getting that final spot, by the way.
Yes, it is.
True.
So I
the
guess
men's is set. The women, not so much.
The men are always set.
Let's see.
They don't know what they're doing.
Probably going to be revealed Friday night.
Yep.
I love how they're pushing everything so close. I mean,
they always do that, though.
We finally have the match that we've been knowing about for months, that they've been pushing, that they've been so slowly pushing. We have the Mysterios.
Finally, we got Ray to break his point. Now he's going to beat the piss out of Dominic. It's going to be must-see TV.
But
speaking of must-see
so,
TV, we'll
as of right now,
Frankie's got a butt.
But Dominic's going to pull Eddie Guerrero and beat Rey Mysterio.
Probably.
Come on.
And Rey Mysterio is going to retire because he's in the Hall of Fame. You know, it's going to be his retirement match. Oh, did I just break the fourth wall and spoil everything for everybody? Sorry,
Yes,
Rod. Didn't mean to ruin your WrestleMania moment.
It's
kind of obvious. I mean, when an active wrestler is put in then again, you can't really say that anymore because
Edge is back. That's true.
Because of Edge. Because of Edge.
Yeah, but you saw how long it took him to come back.
Fair point. Okay. All right. I'll put my foot in my mouth, or I'll drink more beer, whichever one is easier. Which right now is
really hard to do that now. I mean, that's probably maybe he is going to retire, but ever since Edge retired, went into the Hall of Fame, and came back, you can't really say
it wasn't like Edge came back like the next year. Edge almost took him a full decade to come back.
Like I said, since Dom and Mysterio fighting each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
You really think about it, Dom needs that win because Dom has been doing a lot of heel work that a lot of heels can't do right now. He's been on. He's been on. He's somebody to watch. And
there's improvements that are needed, but as far as getting heat, he is getting the perfect heat for what he needs, and he's getting the perfect heat for all of Judgment Day right now. He's getting all of them heat.
I'll give him this. Once they figured out his gimmick with the whole prison thing, I think that's what kind of pushed him over.
There is nothing badass about Dominic Mysterio, please.
No, that's the whole point.
I know. That's why I'm breaking your fun. I know it's
the whole point of being in jail for a few hours, and now all of a sudden you're in prison. It's just
hilarious. It's funny.
And that's what makes him. That's what makes.
I want to say this right now. Speaking of Judgment Day, Priest, Reed, and Lashley, the top 3 favorites to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Say that one more time.
Priest, Lashley, and Bronson Reed, the top 3 favorites to win the Andre the Giant Royal Battle Royal this year.
Are they even doing one this year?
Yeah, they are.
SmackDown.
It just got announced they're doing one on SmackDown.
First of all, Lashley's
why do they do it on the TV show?
No, he ain't.
So Lashley versus Bray Wyatt. What?
When have you seen Bray Wyatt in the past month? I'll wait.
Now my take.
Doing this whole thing with Lashley and Bray Wyatt, and remember, remember?
And have you? And I guess you didn't. Apparently Bray's dealing with some kind of undisclosed illness or injury, so he ain't gonna be at WrestleMania.
All right. So what they should do, right? What they should do is Bobby Lashley versus Uncle Howdy at WrestleMania, but we don't know if that's going to play out.
Problem is, though, by them taking Bray off, you pretty much taking Uncle Howdy off too.
Not really, because
why?
He's separate.
I have to hold. There's a lot of things that make no sense now with all this. I mean, wasn't Alexa Bliss supposed to join this faction, and where the hell has she been?
Yeah, she's going with
busy
Joe.
being the Masked Singer, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Also, I heard a thing that she actually had some skin cancer removed, too.
Yeah.
So that could be part of it.
But like, it just seems like Bray Wyatt was on this like big, you know, this big return, but then kind of just, well, you said,
according to says undisclosed injury, undisclosed illness. That's the reports coming out.
Well, he did have an injury at the Mountain Dew match, Mountain Dew black pitch match, whatever you want to call it.
The Mountain Dew match. That's all I call. That's all I remember about it.
The pitch black match.
Mountain Dew something.
Mountain Dew match.
I know he had
I'm
pitch black match.
Try to keep him on TV, and you know, if it's bigger than what it is, then you know you can take away from it.
Think about why you think Omos and Brock are happening? Because
oh my God. That is the worst match in history.
I want to have you guys watch, like, there's this thing on TikTok, like Vince says someone like pretends to be Vince McMahon, and there's
I've seen those.
the whole thing about Vince McMahon's WrestleMania picks.
Yeah, and it's all
versus Omos.
Versus Omos. Yes, I've seen it.
Oh my God.
Because that's a Vince project, straight up. The guy moves worse than the Giant Gonzalez or the Great Khali in the ring.
Let's not go nuts now.
No, it's true. Watch his matches.
Let's not go nuts now.
Have you watched his matches?
Yes, he's got a lot more mobility than either one of those two. So no.
According to
I don't know.
According to that TikTok, there's another wrestler that Vince would have his eye on who's in AEW.
Yep, I saw that too.
The big man.
The big man. Like, Vince, you got to see this guy. It's Triple H telling Vince like this guy. And he's like, oh, who's that guy?
Yeah,
I've seen that. It's
funny.
My God. Who's that guy? Oh yeah, that was hilarious. But yeah, you got to watch that. Well, I don't know if Vince is something. This is the name.
I forget the user handle, but I've seen them. They're funny.
It's hilarious. But yeah, back to you got. I don't know. Brock Lesnar versus Omos is kind of. You're right. Kind of like Undertaker versus John Gonzalez. I don't know.
Man, what they should have done, and this would have been a money match, especially for WrestleMania. They should have just had the final chapter, Lashley Lesnar, the fight pit match at WrestleMania. That would have been money.
It probably would have been better, but maybe that's getting stale too. Because how many times are we going to watch?
That would have been money though. A fight pit match with those two, that would have been money.
It makes me wonder who's really pulling the strings in creative right now.
Bruce Pritchard.
Like I tell you right now, if you did a fan vote, what would they rather see? Lashley Lesnar in the fight pit or Lesnar freaking Omos? Yeah, it's obvious which one would win that. Who would that vote?
Exactly.
I definitely think Lesnar versus Lashley should have ended at Mania.
I agree.
In the fight pit match, that would have been perfect.
It's true.
Well, I guess you know what then, Rod? I guess you better save your money, become a shareholder, and buy the company so you can have.
Yeah, I wish.
Except that here's the problem with Rob being the shareholder and buying the company. Every match you'll have the winner being, and his name is John Cena.
Oh my gosh, this is a hater, I swear.
By the way, I know Frankie's been playing it, as have I. WWE 2K23. It's been great. You know what the best part about that game is?
Right.
They have the whole John Cena gameplay mode. You know why it's great?
Right.
Because you play through it and you got to beat up John Cena. It's all matches he lost. No, Rod, it's seriously all matches that Cena lost.
Yeah, I know.
You get to wrestle against Cena in a bunch of different matches. Frankie, how great is the John Cena mode in 2K23?
What? Because you watch him lose?
I love it. I love the fact that you have to beat up John Cena.
Exactly. Beat up John Cena.
Oh, my God.
Rod, this is why Rod won't buy this game, because he'll refuse to beat up John Cena.
I heard
Such
there's
a hater, I swear.
I heard there's a bonus round where you pick any of the wrestlers and you just face nothing, and then and then you just hear, "You can't see me," and then
it's a good rumor. I haven't gotten that far yet, so I don't know. As I get there, I will tell you.
Get it? That's my stupid John Cena joke with the Invisible Man.
Oh, I got it. And it could be in there.
Did you know that he's invisible? Super Cena's actually in the game.
Super Cena?
You guys do realize you're spoiling this for Chuck, right? Who hasn't beat the showcase yet,
I
right?
don't care. I'm gonna play through it anyway. It's hilarious.
We
So am I.
spoil everything for Chuck, and he never cares.
It's
but I
true.
think secretly,
I'm only in the first round.
he's like, "Why did they do that?"
Oh wait, that's Rod. That's how good as Rod when people
Take out
spoil.
hater.
Rod, you get so bad when people spoil things for you.
Of course. Who wants stuff spoiled for them?
I have the perfect.
Spoiler alert! Austin
Can we
Theory
get
beat
to the
John
next
Cena at
Mania matches,
WrestleMania.
though?
Wait. Did you just say what I think you said? Spoiler:
What?
Austin
Austin
Theory
Theory
beating John Cena. Yes, he is.
Beats John Cena at WrestleMania.
Yes, he
And
does.
that's the match that's kicking off WrestleMania night 1 too.
Okay. Well, according to John Cena, that's still going to be horrible for Austin Theory. He loses either way. It's stupid.
Not really.
Even if Austin Theory technically loses the match, he still wins because he just had a quality match with John Cena, and that elevates him anyway. So there's no loss for Austin Theory on any level in this match.
He's gonna beat John Cena, hands down.
He is.
Honestly, though, here's my thing, though. John Cena has not been seen in a wrestling ring for a long time. Well, except for that when he came back with the bald spot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
2022. Yeah, I think he needs a little sod on the fairway, gentlemen.
But my whole thing is, if you want a really good WrestleMania match, I don't want to just see the 5 moves of Cena.
But that's all he's ever done. He doesn't know any other moves.
He actually does. That's on Vince. That's not on Cena. That's on Vince.
Oh, blame it on Vince. Let's blame Vince for everything.
Because it's true, but okay.
All right, I'll agree with Rod on this one. John Cena can do other moves, and he's have tried them on occasion. But
In Rod's defense, it's the same thing that Hulk Hogan was years ago with the 3 moves. He could do more. It's just that Vince protects the guy, and that's why he only does 3 moves. Same reason Roman Reigns only does like 3 moves now. Even though Roman Reigns is fantastic right now, I don't care what anybody says.
Man punch, spear, drive by.
That's all you need.
But here's the problem with that.
I don't see any problems with Roman Reigns.
Say that second move again. Say that second move again, Frank.
The spear?
Okay. Now, how many wrestlers in WWE use the same damn finisher? Like 6?
6, 7, maybe 8.
Oh man. You know what? On a side
But I say
note,
right now, the one reign I'm looking forward to ending, and it's because it should have never happened to begin with, is when the Usos lose those tag titles.
Oh,
by the way, Chuck.
yes.
Chuck, put this on a bookmark because you have to remind me.
Okay.
Repetitive finishers, Road to Valhalla, remind me.
Oh no.
Road to Valhalla.
Okay, you know, we're talking about the spear being used a million times. I wonder why Beth Phoenix isn't getting pissed off lately. Just saying. Anyway,
technically, freaking before Beth Phoenix was using it, Jazz was using that before Beth Phoenix was.
Who was? Oh, Jazz?
Yeah.
Okay, then Jazz should be annoyed that. Well, because it's like everyone's using. Oh, it's like a lot of women are using that one now. 2 actually now, but well, Beth Phoenix is active. It's 3.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay.
Let's digress.
Spear, Valhalla, Weechin music. Next WrestleMania match.
What else we got on that card? Edge and Finn Balor.
Oh yeah, Edge and Finn. That should be a good match.
That's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a good story match.
Being in Hell in a Cell, and he wants the Demon Finn, who has never lost in WWE unless you're a Samoan.
Yeah, only to Samoa Joe and to Roman Reigns.
Wait, no.
And we haven't gotten heel Demon yet. We have not gotten heel Demon Finn yet.
Wrong. Didn't the Demon lose to Brock Lesnar?
No.
No, regular Finn lost Lesnar.
That was regular Finn? I thought that was a Demon.
The only time Finn lost to Demon on the main roster was to Roman Reigns when he was doing his finisher and the thing malfunctioned.
Yeah, and then he lost to Joe on NXT as Demon Finn.
Yeah, before he got called up. Yeah, that's true.
So that'd be a pretty interesting match since it's a Hell in a Cell. I put my money on Finn Balor, even though
Finn's taking it.
He's not one of the best of the Judgment Day.
No, he is the best of Judgment Day.
Right now, the best in Judgment Day is Dom.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Well, he's the heat. Well, he's the heat of it. For that respect, yes, I agree. He's the heat of it. But
I
love Finn Balor.
I think one of the members of Judgment Day is getting a bad deal.
Balor's the best in ring of all of them. Please, no, in ring, Balor is better than all four of them.
Isn't it kind of upsetting that the first member of Judgment Day is not really getting a big WrestleMania match this year?
I know.
Yeah.
I literally just said that before. He's probably gonna be the Andre
He
Battle Royal.
He's gonna win the Battle Royal. You'll see.
No, I said
in fantasy, Ron, I'll get all the
Lashley.
points for it. That's right.
I say it's either gonna be him or Lashley who wins it.
Nah, Damian Priest should win that because he has to have something going into Mania.
Is Damian Priest getting fired anytime soon?
No.
I doubt that.
Damian Priest's career kind of going to be in in limbo anytime soon? Because let's see, Baron Corbin won, Claudio, aka Cesaro, won one of those. What's Mojo Rawley won one of those? See where I'm
Big
going?
Show won one of those.
Who?
Big
Show
Show
won.
Where's Big Show now?
Commentating for the other guys.
See what I'm saying?
While recovering from hip surgery. Jey Uso won one. And now he's a part of the longest reigning tag team reign that should have never happened to begin with.
Oh, you mean the greatest tag team currently, the Usos?
I love the
that
Bloodline.
reign that should have never happened to begin with.
I
Why
love
not,
the
Ron? I
Bloodline.
don't understand. I don't understand your logic.
It must be nice to break the law and get rewarded for it. It must be nice.
Yeah, it must be privilege, right? Well, that's Samoan privilege, right?
Must be nice.
Hey, Ron.
I would love to freaking get behind the wheel drunk and get a promotion at work for it.
I would love that too.
You make a comment about military, and I guess then you end up as a champion in Japan. What?
Oh.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started, Bobby. See, and that's the thing too. He lucky he's in New Japan, so they protected his ass over there. If he was in the U.S., made that come, he would have been fired.
But okay,
he would have been fired and blacklisted if he was in the U.S.
By the way, he'll never get signed to WWE. Even though I did hear rumors.
No, they would have fired his ass too.
Actually, rumor mill is actually at one point they were interested in Tama Tonga too, WWE, despite it.
That wouldn't surprise me. No one knew.
Well, no, because apparently they were eyeing Hikuleo and Jay White. Like apparently WWE was looking at Hikuleo too.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I was interested to see who was going to want to win it and lose at least New Japan match.
I'm surprised Jacob Fatu's not in the Bloodline, but it seems like the Bloodline, the way they're telling the WrestleMania story is this may be the end of the Bloodline.
Maybe. We all know Cody's going to win that match. Oh, wait, was that a spoiler?
What?
No, everybody knows that. And everybody knows Sammy and KO are taking those tag titles.
Or either that, or we're going to get the swerve where KO double crosses Owens and somehow joins the Bloodline.
Yeah, I don't see that happen. That'd be
I can see something different.
Where is this?
No one wants to see the Usos tag team champions. That reign should have been long gone.
Either that, or it's just going to be that it's Kevin Owens still set up as pretend to be his friend, then he's going to double cross him and do something different.
All right, so what I see from this all is basically the Usos are going to retain the titles at Mania, spoiling Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is either going to turn on Cody or they're going to have somebody turn on Roman like Jay in the main event. But it's still hard to tell.
Yeah. By the way, Solo Sikoa and now just Solo.
I don't think
Solo.
Because I feel like I've just...
It wouldn't surprise me. WWE loves shortening people's names, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Vince McMahon loves shortening people's names.
Maybe.
That's okay.
Solo could be a big part of it. Solo could just. He doesn't have a match at Mania. He doesn't have anything going. He
could be involved. He's going to be the
anybody.
one that's going to be there with them. We'll see what happens. I'm just being devil's advocate on everything being swerving, and or Sami Zayn actually was secretly working with the bloodline the whole time. Don't cross his Owens and is still really in the bloodline.
That could happen too.
Yes, it could.
That'd be stupid.
What other matches we got?
After the big match,
Asuka Bianca for the Royal Women's title.
What happened?
Asuka Bianca for the Royal Women's title.
That's going to be a decent match. We all know that Asuka's winning that.
Nah,
I don't think so. That's going to be a really good match.
I don't think so. I think Bella's keeping it.
I do, because the only thing Asuka has not done at WrestleMania is win a match.
It's true.
Like
I don't see it happening.
Left on her Hall of Fame career.
What's the whole point? Then why would you even have Asuka at WrestleMania if she wasn't going to win? I mean, you just there were so many women.
Everybody and their mother probably thought she was beating Charlotte a few years ago. You saw how that turned out.
Say that again?
Everybody and their mother probably thought she was beating Charlotte when she won the Rumble.
We all thought it because she was still undefeated.
That
was her first loss. We all thought it because she was on high momentum.
That was her first match, though. And ever since she's been in a Mania match, she's never won. So the only reason I would say to put Asuka in WrestleMania and not other women who should be in that position.
Alexa.
Like who?
What he just said.
Alexa would be a good one for that.
She's having skin cancer, so I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have been available for that match.
I mean,
damn it, you just brought Alexa into the conversation, and now she's trying to talk. We're not talking about you. My echo.
Your actual Alexa.
I know, mine's Sue and all.
Oh my God.
Mine's in the other room, so I'm good.
Wow. I've heard it all now.
So anyway, I mean, what's her name could have been like perfect to be in a WrestleMania match, but Piper Nevins is still not there yet, I guess.
They'll probably have her be the last team in the tag team one, probably knowing her. She'll be the last team in the tag team with whoever she's teaming with.
It'll be Piper Niven and freaking what's her
another person that you have absolutely zero clue what they're doing with her is Lacey Evans.
No, not Lacey. Not Lacey.
Nikki?
Piper Niven and shit. What's the big girl's name?
Tamina?
Smolin. No, the other Smolin. Nia Jax.
Was Nia Jax actually signed with WWE?
No, I think that was a one-off.
That was a one-off, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. When ruined her career was her whole.
They had her recently. She said she went minor career in AEW.
That's because freaking segment from her. What are you talking about?
That made her career or ruined it in WWE when she hurt her hole.
My hole.
That was a fun time.
Talk about another match that no one really, people want to see a certain person kick the shit out of someone who doesn't belong in wrestling, who's actually proven himself twice, but is the piece of shit.
You talking about Rollins, Logan Paul?
Yes.
Rollins winning that match.
Rollins has to win that match.
That's gonna be a great match. That might be a sleeper match. To be honest,
Let me stop you all on that one. That's the show stealer of the match. Of everything of a WrestleMania, that's the show stealer.
Why?
Because of Rollins.
Rollins is the best thing going for the company.
It's true.
And Logan Paul,
like Logan Paul won't do his part too. Logan Paul looked amazing in that match against Roman.
And Logan Paul actually can go.
He actually isn't bad. He's annoying. I hate him, but he can go.
I still don't like him.
No one likes him.
I don't like him either, but he can go.
Yeah.
So
kind of like Bad Bunny. You were all shocked, but he delivered.
Right? I think Logan Paul as a heel is what everyone needed because I think in real life,
He's annoying and no one likes him.
They had to do that.
And his thing with Logan
That
Paul,
was
too.
great.
Logan Paul is a fighter, so like he's someone that wasn't. You didn't know what you was getting from Bad Bunny.
Yeah, it's true.
So that Bad
did
Bunny
prove
performance a
himself.
couple of years ago was pretty impressive.
Right.
Hell,
Paul
I'll
did
take
prove
Bad Bunny
himself.
over that Cain Velasquez performance.
That's my sleeper pick. That's my sleeper pick for the best match of the night on both nights.
You know what I find hilarious?
What's that?
Bad Bunny proved himself. Logan Paul proved himself. Johnny Knoxville proved that he's a fucking joke and shouldn't have been in WrestleMania in the first place.
Oh. And we're going on round two,
That
gentlemen.
match did exactly what it was meant to do, though. It got WWE plenty of mainstream publicity, which is exactly what that match was made for.
Right.
That match wasn't supposed to be no 5-star classic, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Here's Rob
letting people beat up Sami Zayn that had no business being there. Okay.
And now look at him. A year later, he's about to become a tag champion for the first time in his career.
Yep. And if that happens, Kevin Owens becomes a Grand Slam champion.
Yep.
That's true.
And then, speaking of possible Grand Slam champions, while you bring that up, the Triple Threat IC title match, if Sheamus wins, he also joins the Grand Slam champions list.
Yes, he does. Who do you think's winning that match? I can't decide yet.
I really hope Sheamus does.
Gunther!
I think Gunther is probably going to somehow retain because they're going to somehow go back to Sheamus and Drew as a rivalry because they always go back to the well with that shit. It'll be
this is what bothers me, though. If Triple H is in charge, how is this shit happening?
It's Gunther.
Because Gunther is like the hottest thing in wrestling.
We're going to have to come to the sad realization that slowly but surely Vince is getting back into creative. That's the realization people are going to have to start realizing.
Vince is more involved than people are realizing.
Yes.
It's still good, the product, but there's still more influence than people are realizing. Because otherwise, there would be no reason why Omos and Lesnar are wrestling. Straight up.
Over Lashley and Lesnar like a fight pit or something.
All right, whether it's Gunther or whether they call him Walter,
he's Walter.
That dude can go either which way. So why not keep that IC title on this behemoth of a man?
You know why? Because he's had a long reign, though. It's not like his reign has only been a couple of months. The dude's been like the longest reigning champion of the 2000s.
But how long did they keep the belt on Roman?
He's dropping it.
There's a big difference between Roman Reigns and Walter. Huge difference.
Nah.
You're not going to get put this way. Walter is not having a 2-year reign as IC champion. I can promise you that.
If they would have put Walter,
get back in power because Vince hates Walter.
Rod, if they would have put Walter against Roman Reigns would have lost 100% of the time.
I disagree with that.
I actually disagree with that too. Shockingly. Wait, Rod, are we agreeing?
You're not gonna have Roman beat Brock Lesnar and lose to Walter. Sorry, not happening.
No, I'm talking about not politics. I'm talking about pure athleticism.
Oh, you can say that about a lot of people then.
And what about Karrion Kross? You know, I feel like they're throwing him away already. It's like,
I know.
It's like they brought him back, but now he's kind of fizzling again.
Vince is in charge, kids. The table's
They don't know what to do with him.
And people don't realize this. And plus, there's rumors that, like probably after WrestleMania, a bunch of releases are happening too. So,
all right. So, see, like if I was in charge, when you first did that whole thing with Karrion Kross with the, he put the time thing in front of Roman. Why not build on that? You didn't build on that.
Nope.
You let it slide. You messed it up.
Yep.
That's a mistake right there.
That was a misstep. I agree.
You could have built on that 100%. There's 110% of stuff that they do that they don't know what they're doing, and then they just
and it shows constantly. That's been WWE for the last 40 years.
Even with outfits there, look who's still creative though. You still got freaking Pritchard and Donn. So they even if isn't freaking fully back. He still got his stooges there.
He's had them there the whole time though, when it was getting good again.
Yeah,
Why
Triple
not?
H. I mean, I don't understand. Like Triple H was doing some good stuff, and now it just seems like I just don't see him making these decisions. You know what I mean?
I don't either. That's the point.
Which is why people need to realize that like Vince is not 100% back, but Vince definitely has his hands in creative.
Vince always has to say. 100%.
Exactly.
Now when he was gone, he didn't.
Nah, always.
Even when he was
And
gone,
now-
he
and
still
now
had a
for all
little.
those people who thought, oh, you know, like those were lies about him. If all that about him and the hush money was lies, why did he just reimburse the company like $17 million? If those were all lies,
They're not lies. That's the point.
exactly. You actually got idiots out there that thought Vince got framed just so he can freaking get booted out of power.
But you never know.
And the way he got himself back into power was insane. You heard about how he got himself back in power, right?
He was
He
going to
literally threatened to not renew the Raw, SmackDown, NXT TV deals if he didn't get put back in power. You realize how much money they would have lost with all three of those shows not being on TV?
There would be no product without those shows, dude.
Exactly.
Their product's worth $40.
Bitch, I'm trying to buy the company. And you couldn't get the TV time.
Rod, without the TV, WWE's worth about $40.
Why would they need Vince for the TV though? Why would they need Vince to do all that when could have had Stephanie?
Just because he ain't running for once, he's still the owner.
Yeah, he still owns the company. So ultimately, even though he retired and
he has a
stepped down,
to answer to, he still owns the company.
It's true.
All right, unbiased.
Which is why he did that. He basically so without Raw, SmackDown, NXT being on TV, it would have been the same situation Ring of Honor's in right now.
Unbiased opinion. I feel like Vince owns everything.
He does.
He owns AEW.
He doesn't.
Everything else.
Relax.
He has shares.
Relax.
Tell me he does not have shares. He has shares in everything.
Relax.
He has shares in everything. That man's a smart man. He has shares in everything.
Vince secretly owns and runs AEW. Frankie over here talking about sound like Nick Patrick right
he's
now.
not running it. He doesn't run it, but he has shares in their company because, come on, it's Vince McMahon.
Relax.
He makes everything happen.
That is in WWE. Relax.
He has everything.
I disagree. I don't think so.
I agree.
Maybe I could see him secretly owning Impact the way they've been running their shows.
Impact is terrible.
No, definitely not.
Rod, you're like the only person that thinks that AEW has always been the greatest thing, or Impact rather.
Okay, I'm not saying all that, but I'm not going to say like, oh yeah, Vince owns AEW. No. Vince is helping run AEW.
No, he doesn't own AEW. He has a share in the company.
He has share in something.
Yeah, right.
He has share in the company.
Having all those great matches with Vince running it.
AEW's not publicly traded though.
It's not.
So
no, it's not.
That is publicly traded.
Vince McMahon is not public. Come on, man.
And that's the thing too. Like those are the his two conditions of the sale. He wants WWE to go back public. Private, and he wants to be still kept around. And out of all the potential buyers, only one of the buyers so far has agreed to terms. That's the Saudis. Which is why, in my opinion, they are the front runners to buy the company.
All right, so here's my little situation. So on the Stone Cold podcast, how can he have Jericho on there and mention AEW on WWE TV, right? And then
same way Sami Zayn mentioned it 2 years ago.
And Cody Rhodes comes over like nothing, and they mentioned WWE and they mentioned AEW on the shows both back and forth. There's some connection there. It's not fully.
So on that logic, I guess Vince had a hand in WWE before he actually bought it too, didn't he?
They have permission. Let me ask you a question. You think Vince allows Shinsuke Nakamura to go face the Great Muta in Japan? You think that was Vince's call?
No.
Hell
That's
no,
Triple
that's
H.
Triple H's call. You
But
think Vince
then
would have allowed that?
again,
Hell no.
Isn't Great Muta being honored?
Yes,
in the
he is. He
And
definitely
that's probably
is.
the payoff for that. And that probably was the payoff for that match.
Okay. That still adds into my whole scenario. Right?
Yeah, but that was Triple H's call. That definitely was not Vince's call.
Doesn't matter whose call it was.
Muta's never even been in WWE.
Never.
No.
WCW. He
Yeah,
wasn't.
but Vince owns WCW. Don't you guys know?
I know that. I'm just
Connections.
saying. Yeah.
Vince owns WCW. He made a whole announcement about it in 2001.
I know. I was there. I watched it.
The
I have
worst year
watched.
in the history of professional wrestling.
The what?
The worst year in the history of professional wrestling.
Like I said, Vince owns everything. Just saying. He's not going to say it outright because, you know what? Everybody runs their own company the way they do. And, you know, he has the money coming in from every direction.
That I agree with.
Smart guy.
Brilliant guy.
Let's finish some of the WrestleMania.
We're almost done, I think. I think we've actually hit most of it.
You didn't talk about Cody versus. Well, you kind of did, I guess.
We have touched on it. We'll get back to it. But, you know, we didn't touch on
What?
is the men's 4-way tag match. The Street
Oh,
Profits.
you know, you didn't even talk about Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. But
We talked about that.
We did a little bit.
That
Not
was
really.
literally the first thing we touched on.
not really.
We just all said that Rhea was going to win.
Well, yeah, that's true. You said the same thing with Cody. Cody's going to win. What's the men's team you're talking about?
The tag, Strowman and Ricochet, the Street Profits, Alpha Academy, and the Viking Raiders. That'll be my piss break and my beer break.
Oh my god.
Same here. But I'll go on a limb. I'll say the Viking Raiders. Don't know why.
I could agree with that. Or it'll be the Street Profits, and then they'll reignite that Viking Raiders Street Profits feud, and then Rod will do fantasy game points, where people get like 100 points for games.
Oh my god, you're such a degenerate.
The only person that benefited was Rod. Anytime this game.
Definitely not, because I didn't have neither team, but okay.
Anytime.
Those
Rod
points are worth more than title matches. You really devalue title matches with these games, Rod.
I really don't.
It was like it's like 12 points for a title win, and it's like 20 points for a game win.
That's if you win by pinfall. If you win by submission, it's 22. But go ahead, continue.
If it's still 25 points for a game win, come on.
No, it's not that many points there. Jeez.
There is an irritating issue in AEW, and I'll get to that when we go to AEW. But okay, so we got the men's match. Are we done with the? Are we missing anything in Mania?
Let me see.
The Miz is the host. Okay, who cares?
Blah blah blah. No, I love the Miz. Okay, so Charlotte Rhea, quick. I'm gonna say Rhea's probably gonna win that. I'm really excited for that match. I think it's gonna be a great match.
Mommy wins.
Oh, that match is gonna be an amazing match.
Mommy wins.
Same thing with Cody and Roman. I think that's gonna be a great match too. Like the overall, like you know.
I would love to see Cody with the title for a bit.
Cody is going to win the title. I don't see why he shouldn't. It's been done now. Like who hasn't Roman beat?
Yeah, I'm excited about that, man. I mean,
he needs the win.
The one thing that Cody Rhodes has never done in his career is been WWE champion, but he's never been AEW heavyweight champion.
Hey, if Cody wins, he'll be a Triple Crown winner.
Yep.
True. He's been, it's true, because he's been.
He never won the U.S., but he's been Intercontinental. He's been tag champ.
Yes, he is.
Many-time tag team champion. He was almost saddled as a tag team guy.
He started as a tag team champion. I mean, as tag team guy. Wasn't he a tag team champion with frickin' Holly?
He started with Holly, then he double-crossed Holly, was tag team champions with DiBiase.
Yeah, I know
then
that.
he was tag team champion for that short time with McIntyre.
McIntyre?
Yep.
Yeah, they had that short run.
And twice he won it with his brother.
And he won twice with Stardust. Or Goldust.
Yeah,
Stardust. We don't discuss Stardust.
Okay, so Cody.
We don't talk about Stardust.
Cody beats Roman. Not going to be clean, though.
No.
Not gonna be clean.
No.
I
Think
see
Paul
Jay.
Heyman's gonna turn on Roman?
I see Jay double crossing Roman
Yeah.
after they lose the tag titles to Sammy and Owens, and he's gonna double cross him because he wants to take
Oh,
over.
you know,
the
I can
belt.
see happening, like freaking, like Roman, like holding Cody fight the Samoan Spike while the referee's out. Cody Duck say he nails Roman, and that's how he gets the win.
Could happen that way too.
It could, but I see it more likely something different. That's too legitimate of a win for Cody, even.
I could say like this.
Too legitimate. It can't be
They were
legitimate.
talking about The Rock the whole time. What if The Rock's music plays, right?
I can see that.
Distracts Roman. Cody hits the fucking crossroads on Roman. Pins him. The Rock comes out and just looks at Roman at the end of the match.
That could be good too.
Cousin
I'd use
versus
that.
The SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, Rock, Roman. I would go with it.
Oh, we're not gonna do that for Backlash?
No,
No. I had to
The
go to
Rock needs the
SummerSlam.
big payoffs. According to Rod, The Rock is another big Hollywood sellout.
Yep.
Isn't that right,
Well,
Rod?
see, that's another story for another
Rod's a
time.
sellout.
Rod loves The Rock.
Rod's a sellout.
Rod is a sellout.
Right.
Rod's a sellout.
I was just saying, there's multiple things that can happen in that match.
Right.
So let's. Okay, go ahead. So, have we covered everything? Do we need to talk more about it?
No, I think we hit all the key points on Mania. No, we hit everything.
Bianca boring, whatever. But
Boring.
how about we go to AEW and talk about the most irritating thing happening in QTV? That idiot with the camera. That idiot with the phone.
Oh boy.
I don't care if she's got a British accent. I don't know who she is, but she's annoying as hell.
Oh my god.
I like her. She's entertaining. She's cute.
Who is she?
Oh, that's Ion Quinn's girlfriend, actually.
That's
Yep.
her?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Really? That's Harley?
Yes, that is.
Holy crap, that's Harley Cameron?
Yep.
All right, take it back then.
Oh, of course he does.
Of course he does. Man, shoot.
Harley Cameron, I don't mind Harley Cameron.
Right.
I didn't realize that was Harley Cameron. Wow. Well, I don't know. Harley Cameron, I don't know. Harley Cameron, I guess, is annoying then. I don't know. I don't care that she's Iron Quinn's girlfriend. I mean, she does stuff on her own anyway. But before she, well,
Yeah.
But anyway, Powerhouse Hobbs with the TNT title.
I'm with it. I support it.
Good. By the time he got like the push, it's something for the longest time he's the only Team Taz guy who never won a title.
Right.
You do know who's about to like get destroyed though, right?
What happened?
When Wardlow comes back, he's not going immediately after Hobbs. You know who's going to get destroyed?
Yep.
Oh, he's going to kill
Aaron
QT
Solo
first.
is about to get his ass seriously.
Oh, yeah. He might powerbomb that dude like 100 times.
Yep.
The way they're talking about, the way they're doing the story, Aaron Solo stole his identity. You know that he's going to be targeted first.
Right. Yep.
Now, I don't know, like the mood's kind of gone down since we're talking about AEW. Like, what's your take on what's been going on with AEW lately?
I like Wardlow. I think should be like really focused on him right now.
My question is, why would it's just like you're focusing on this big match? Wardlow gets his respect back, honors his father, becomes TNT title.
The ending to that match was just stupid. I've never heard of a standing 10 count in a Falls Count Anywhere match before.
What are you talking about, Rod?
Hobbs won the title. I have never heard of a standing 10 count in a Falls Count Anywhere match before.
Because it was a knockout.
Now, my question is...
If that was the case, he could have just got on top of Wardlow and pinned him there. What was the point of a standing 10 count?
To make Hobbs look strong. That's it.
Wardlow gets the opportunity to, have the title again. Well, I guess it makes sense because if you're, putting this build up on Hobbs,
right,
then you can't have Hobbs lose.
Right.
So it makes sense for Hobbs to get that title, and it also puts QT Marshall back in actually puts him in a higher position on TV now.
That's true.
Now the factory has been disbanded.
What's where are the other guys? Well, Lee Johnson,
Lee and Carter still teaming together. Camarado, I haven't seen him in months.
I don't know.
A go-go,
man. It just might be that high, man.
Nah, see, if they're smart, they'll do with Wardlow, they'll do a whole MJF thing again and bring him back and try to go for the heavyweight title. If they're gonna push Wardlow
that's who they should have freaking had us going for the world title to begin with.
Yeah, they'll get there though.
Hell,
Wardlow
literally squashed the current world champion in under 2 minutes on pay-per-view.
Wait, what happened?
Wardlow squashed the current AEW world champion under 3 minutes on pay-per-view.
That's true.
That is true.
He annihilated MJ. He annihilated.
Yeah. So we'll get back there. He'll eventually win the belt from him. Still good. Even though MJF is
still no one's seen Miro or Sean Spears in a while. No one's
Miro's out.
Well, apparently they had something for Miro, but he turned it down, so that's on him.
What did he turn down?
They pitched a feud with him and Hangman. That would have been a good feud.
Yeah, would have.
I don't know why he turned that down.
Spears and Sky, creative unfortunately don't got nothing for them.
He's gonna show up at Mania.
Who? Scorpio?
No, Miro.
Maybe with Lana.
You think?
Rusev Day.
No, probably not. I'm kidding.
Also, oh man, you made me forget what I was going to say. God damn it.
Rusev Day.
I don't even know now, but
that's the only time Rusev has ever been over.
Yes.
Rusev Day. He was not over as Miro. He's not over. And the second they got good momentum,
I remember.
I mean, his TNT title reign was good.
Speaking of Hangman, I think we're going to have a new member of the Blackpool Combat Club.
Who's that?
A sniveling rattlesnake who tried to make Paige look bad.
Touche.
You don't think Callis is gonna turn on Omega?
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with Danielson when he comes back.
Who?
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with Danielson when he comes back.
He's gonna be a heel with them. It's gonna be great.
Would make sense.
I'm loving the heel for Blackpool Combat Club. I'm loving this heel.
Weird, man.
I love Wheeler Yuta as a heel. I think Wheeler Yuta as a heel is fantastic.
Wheeler Yuta as a heel is awesome.
Claudio was great as a heel too, but
I
actually like Moxley again. I'm actually interested in Moxley again because he's a heel.
Him and Sabata is gonna be a war.
Who?
Wheeler Yuta Sabata for the pure title.
Oh
yeah. Wait, Shibata's wrestling Wheeler for the belt?
Yep. That's Supercard of Honor.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be incredible. Holy shit. That's a match I want to watch. You don't get a lot of Shibata matches, and trust me, if you've never watched a Shibata match, you should. They're fucking fantastic. That guy is phenomenal.
Didn't Shibata recently wrestle not that long ago?
Yeah, he had that match in Japan. It was very good.
Cassidy.
Yeah, and it was good.
Also at Supercard, you got the TV title match, Joe versus Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe's taking that because
you got now officially signed the ROH World title match, Claudio against Eddie Kingston.
Claudio's winning.
And
I'm tired of Eddie Kingston. I'm over Eddie Kingston.
You got the 5-way ladder match to determine the new Ring of Honor Tag Champion. You got Aussie Open, the Kingdom, the Lucha Bros, Rush Dralistico, and who's the other team?
Is it Top Flight?
Yes,
it is. It's either gonna be Top Flight or Lucha Brothers, even though I want either Rush Dralistico or Aussie Open to win that.
I think Aussie Open will win that.
You know what I think though?
And it's probably going to be the Embassy against AR Fox, Blake Christian, and Metalik for the 6-man champions.
Embassy's retaining.
And you got Athena defending the women's title against the Magic Girl, Yuka Sakazaki.
Oh, yes.
I really hope Athena wins. I don't want that irritating.
Oh, here we go.
I've decided that RJ Show just hates all Japanese women.
Joshi wrestlers getting hated on Twitter. I think he's secretly Radio J with like 1 million Twitter accounts.
Hey, remember when Riho turned RJ Show down for a date and he's been bitching about it ever since?
Yep.
So Frankie.
I told you I like Sheeta. I like Kyrie. So where are you saying I don't? What are you talking about?
By the way, Frankie, just for knowledge, RJ Show over here hates Riho because apparently one time they met and she turned him down for a date. He's bitter about it.
Okay. Where was I when this happened?
Riho?
You were there. That's why you're complaining about it.
Yep.
Oh. Come on now.
It was like the time, but then again, guys, remember, the real big deal that has happened on this show is that we had Vinny the Guido on here, and he turned down Paris Hilton because that was out of his league. He likes classier women.
Yep.
Isn't Vinny engaged?
This was years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a long time ago.
I know he's engaged, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, but the Paris Hilton didn't happen before he got engaged, so.
Yeah, let's go.
That's all right. Years ago, I was at a club, and Kesha put her hands down my pants. It was pretty sexy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait,
that's
what?
right. Me and Kesha, like that.
Yeah.
I had a good night with Kesha.
I can't believe that more than the Paris Hilton thing.
Could have capitalized on it, but he didn't afterwards.
What happened?
You gotta capitalize on it afterwards, though. It's your problem.
Exactly. I'm kidding. That never happened. I'm just being ridiculous.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Obviously, everybody that knows me knows that it never happened, but it's funny to tell people. That's all right. I met Alexa Bliss while she told me I was handsome. That didn't happen either.
No, of course it did.
But anyway, I want Athena to win that. I'd also like them to figure out who's in Ring of Honor, who's in AEW. Separated already. Separated.
Wait. So you don't like AEW of Honor?
Oh my God.
I want AEW to be AEW, and I want Ring of Honor to be Ring of Honor.
Me too, but let's face the reality. It's not that. Same way we wanted WWE, ECW to be ECW, but it wasn't.
The worst thing. Oh, all right. So, can we I'm kind of being, I don't know. What else do we have to talk about? Because I kind of am
got things to do.
Life is kind of summoning me.
You got
right,
summon?
So
how about we do a quick one down to Stand and Deliver?
All right.
We don't have to take that much time on it. No one cares about Stand and Deliver because no one cares about NXT anymore.
Does anyone care about Impact? Yes.
No.
Me.
Real quick, before we go into the Stand and Deliver thing, how about the Raw after Mania?
Well, we can touch that. I like that idea. That's clever. That's something that none of us would have thought of, especially not me.
What about the Raw after Mania, though? What about it?
Usually, that's where big debuts come in. That's where the big changes start.
We might get an announcement on the next draft.
Well, Dragon Lee is now officially in NXT, so.
I'm so happy about that.
He's in that 5-way match for the North American Championship.
How come I've never heard of Dralistico till recently?
I don't know.
Is he actually a brother of?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah, he's the second youngest brother. He's the middle brother.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, I kind of gotta deal with some stuff. So
All right, so we'll put a pin in it in a few minutes. We can always, Yeah, so Dralistico is the middle brother of Roosh, Dragon Lee, and the three.
All right, so we got all right, now let's talk Stand Deliver, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do a quick one on that.
You got Carmelo Hayes versus
Braun Breaker for the NXT Championship.
Which is actually a good way to segment into the
match.
Monday after Raw. You know what I think?
Steiner.
I think Carmelo Hayes is going to win. I think you have Braun Breaker on Raw the next night after Mania. I do. Yeah, exactly.
See, I will say this. I will say this about the Raw to Mania. There are two things I'm looking forward to the Raw to Mania. Hopefully it happens. One, we see when NXT call-ups are getting called up. Two,
I think Braun Breaker is going to
when the
lose.
next draft is. We find out when the draft is officially happening.
Yeah, because this whole all over the place shit is getting annoying.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
The talent's all over the place. There is no Raw or SmackDown right now. Everybody's just wrestling everywhere.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
do
I
have
get it's
to,
WrestleMania season, so that usually happens around then. But
no, I know. I'm being a ball buster, guys. Relax.
And then that North American title match is gonna be good though. Wesley defending against Dragunov, McDonough, Dragon Lee, and whoever wins this battle royal on Tuesday for the final spot.
Yes. I cannot wait for Dragon Lee and Stand and Deliver. I'm so hoping that Dragon Lee wins.
that'd be cool, man.
Usually I would say that, but you know what? I'm loving this Wesley title run though. He deserves it.
Dragon Lee's a good guy.
After everything he went through last
yes,
year,
he is, but he's great. But Dragon Lee is
that. And I didn't even know.
Actually, the funny thing is, aside from like that ROH one, he's predominantly always been a babyface. Dragon Lee. He was only the heel in Ring of Honor. He's always been predominantly a babyface.
Yeah, when he was on LFI.
And they're actually letting him use the Dragon Lee name, which is interesting.
Which is good.
Yeah, I guess that's a Triple H.
And which is good. It was surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got the NXT Women's Tag Title match. Alba Fire Isla Dawn against Kiana and Fallon.
Yeah.
Which I think is a travesty that Team Ninja never got their rematch.
Where is Team Ninja?
They're slowly turning heel because they're bitching every week on the mic.
Which they have every right to.
Hey Rod, you're loving their heel turn.
I mean, how do you former champions and get no rematch? I'd be pissed too if I was a former champion and never got a rematch for my title.
So guys,
especially
Rod's turning over. Wait.
I'd be pissed too.
Wait, I think Rod's the new tweener.
Yeah, Rod's a heel.
Because Rod's starting to support heels.
I mean, they did get robbed of their titles and never got a rematch. I'd be kind of pissed off too about that.
Is that what you turn heel for that? Rod, would you turn on the fans when that happened for you?
Huh?
Rod, let's say you were in that position.
I wouldn't turn heel, but I can understand that gripe.
You would turn heel. You wouldn't turn on the fans for that.
No, but I can understand that gripe though.
What's going on?
So for people to say that they're whining and complaining, no, they have every right to.
What, the NXT Women's title?
Yeah.
It's Zoe Stark, Gigi Dolan, Tiffany Stratton, Lyra Valkyria, and Indy Hartwell.
Oh, what's her name's not even being mentioned?
Wait, hold on. How's it Indy? That's fine. Hasn't even been. Thanks, Chuck, for spoiling it. Thanks.
That's listed on Wikipedia, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, that's fine. This is why this is why I hate fucking people going on Wikipedia and forgetting.
I know.
Wikipedia.
Maybe that's the last spot.
Admins to fill stuff out, man. I hate that crap.
Yo,
Rod, I did not mean to spoil this time. I apologize.
It might be Casey Jane for all we know.
It could be. You're right.
Gigi Dolan all the way.
So now we know who the all five are now.
Well, here's my question. Was that real or was that
I would assume so. I mean, what was the point of having her lose the title? It was like something didn't happen.
Anyways, Gigi Dolan all the way. And Rod, you've been a heel since the time that me and Chuck turned you heel back in the EWO.
Yeah, Rod's been heel.
Here's the
problem with everybody. Here's the problem with me and Rod is that Rod really believes that he's the babyface and I'm the heel, but the reality is that I'm actually the babyface and Rod's the heel.
No.
Rod. We're like Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence.
That is definitely not the case.
No longer champion. Okay.
I'm Johnny Lawrence. You're Daniel LaRusso. You're actually
Unfortunately,
the villain.
she's
I'm
not.
the good
Yeah,
guy.
they had to.
Did
What's
you hear what I
it?
just said?
No, what'd you say? Sorry.
Roxy's not the champion. Okay.
Okay, no one cares.
That's garbage. That's besides the point.
She's injured.
Yes,
I
I know. Which sucks.
I
She's like
just I
injuries
don't
hitting
like
people
her.
hard
I'm not
this
a fan
time
of
this
Roxanne
month.
Perez. So whatever.
Of
It
course,
sucks
you'd be
for me.
happy about that. You hate her.
If it really happened and if that was like legit, then yeah, that was horrible, and no one deserves that.
No, of course. But if it's a work, then it's a shame.
If it's a work,
If it was a work, that's stupid. But if it really happened, I feel totally bad.
You know what
for
that
her.
is? That's NXT saying, Roxanne Perez, you're not ready for the championship. We're going to do what we
Which
did to
is
Punk in
definitely
2008.
I mean,
And
truthfully,
yeah,
I don't know if that was real. I'm not a
No
fan
one
of
knows right
Roxanne
now.
Perez, but you know, for someone to collapse like
Especially
that,
after what happened with DeMar
not
Hamlin. That if they fake that, that's stupid. After what happened with DeMar Hamlin, you know,
They pulled
no,
up
you
for
just
Shawn
don't.
Michaels. That's what they did.
Yeah,
They
but there
pulled
was
up
a
for
reason
Shawn
why they did
Michaels.
that with
It's a
Shawn
work.
Michaels, though. I understood why they did that with Michaels, because
Because he lost his smile?
no,
Yes.
no, that happened before he lost his smile. That's when he
That
got
was
jumped by
when he
those
was already
8
filled
Marines
up. Come on.
in that bar.
Because he lost his smile. He had an attitude problem. He was all pilled up.
No, that happened before that.
So you think that injury is what made him become a pill addict?
No, 97 is when he lost his. 95 when that whole Owen Hart thing happens because he was injured because he got jumped by like 9 Marines like the night before.
Because
at a
he was a
bar.
dick who was all pilled up and all fucked up.
Oh, I know you're right. I agree. He did it to himself. You don't go mouthing off at Marines and think you won't get your ass whooped.
Right, I'm gonna start mouthing off at you for being an Army guy.
I wish you would too.
Again, Rod. Again,
by the
I will
way?
say this in all truth and honesty. I will never insult the military. I'll break your balls about everything else, but I respect your service in the military. That's where I respect that. So I'll break your balls about wrestling because your taste is terrible.
I know you ain't talking.
Carry on, Jay. I'm sorry.
We respect the military,
Like the
but
Coors Light I'm drinking.
we're still gonna make.
You are wrong, Frankie, for drinking that.
Because you guys are degenerates, but that's what's up. All right,
We respect
next
the
match,
military,
the
but Rod,
triple threat match for the NXT
yeah, the
tag
real deal hates
titles.
wrestling. What?
Next up, the triple threat match for the NXT tag titles. Gallus defending against the Creed brothers and the D'Angelo family.
I love the D'Angelo family. I think they're great. But I love the Creed brothers too.
I do too, but I think the Creed family, I think the Creeds need to actually win this one.
Yeah, I do too. I think the Creeds are losing incredibly. I know that I want to ADD for a second. I want to point a random fact out about life. I know it's been acknowledged, but I want to acknowledge it here. We've officially hit a point where Roderick Strong has officially been on NXT longer than Nitro was a show.
I was about to say, where the hell is Roderick Strong been?
He's been injured.
He was, So from what I'm hearing, he's a coach right now. They're using him as a coach right now. From what I'm hearing, while he recovers from his injury.
That's good. He's like the perfect person for it. I still want to see him on the main roster. He's literally been in NXT.
I would love to see him win the NXT title and become like the NXT first ever Grand Slam champion.
I would be okay with that, but I'd also want to see Roderick Strong get his shot on the main roster, and also want to point out that Roderick Strong is more prominent than WCW Nitro ever was.
Oh my god!
Hey, did you watch late WCW? It sucked.
Yes, but no offense, but I don't see like Roderick Strong being in a company that beats freaking Monday Night Raw like 80-something weeks in a row either. But that's besides the point.
Roderick Strong was one of the unsung heroes of wrestling.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Frankie.
No, so what happens if the night after WrestleMania on Raw, the Undisputed Era comes back together on Raw and takes out the rest of the bloodline? Just a thought.
In a perfect world, if that was a reality, I would love it.
But unfortunately, that won't happen.
Because Adam Cole, baby, is on the
Adam
other
Cole,
side.
baby.
And plus, Kyle O'Reilly's recovering from a neck injury, so.
Just saying. You never know. You never know with these companies.
You never know. It's true.
What just happened?
Nothing. It's nothing. We just were talking about.
I'm trying to think. What else?
Frankie came up with this unrealistic hypothetical.
I got
about
what
the
you pointed out.
unsanctioned match between Gargano and Grayson Waller.
Let me touch on that in a second. I want to point out something about what Frankie said when you were gone, Mr. RJ. Frankie had an interesting hypothetical for the night after Raw for the Bloodline, because we were talking about Roderick Strong, but unfortunately, due to contractual differences, it won't happen. He thought it'd be awesome if the original Undisputed Era came out and took out the Bloodline, which would be awesome, but except for Roderick Strong, none of them are there.
Pretty much.
You know,
Right.
Isn't,
I mean,
isn't what's his name not even around? Like, isn't what's his name out of wrestling?
Yeah, O'Reilly's out with that neck injury, so
O'Reilly's out with the injury. Cole just came back, and Bobby Fish is
in New Japan right now, I believe.
New Japan Strong. But where are you going with that, Rod? Grayson Waller and Johnny Gargano?
The unsanctioned match. That's also happening to Stand and Deliver.
Gargano's going to win that because it's you can't. It'd be stupid to have him lose that.
I agree.
Just because of what he symbolizes in NXT. Like honestly, like I know NXT's been through a lot of changes and a lot of differences over the years, but Johnny Gargano was one of their like biggest mainstays of like name notoriety that they've ever had.
Yeah.
Like you think of NXT, one of the first people you think of is Johnny Gargano.
Oh, and by the way, Pretty Deadly's hosting Stand and Deliver, just as a heads up.
I love Pretty Deadly. They're great. Everybody hates them. They're great.
They're
great.
They're fantastic.
I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, but I actually agree with Radio J, and I can't believe I just said that.
What's Tripp's role in all this?
Trick Williams?
Trick Williams. What's his role in all this?
He's going to help.
He'll be second in Mello.
He's going to help out. He's going to help Mello beat Breaker for the title. That's what I think is going to happen.
Very non-Trick like lately.
I don't know. I haven't followed that closely. That's like where
because like Mello and Braun, they respect each other. They
but it's going to be a work
to come out the 2.0 era. Let's just face facts here. As horrible as the 2.0 era was, Braun and Mello were the two best things that came out.
They were. It's true, and that's why what's going to happen is it's all going to be a work, and Trick is going to cost Carmelo. It's going to be a setup, and Carmelo's going to win the belt. Breaker is going to go over to Raw. I'm telling you, Rob Breaker is debuting right after Mania.
Breaker, you said.
What's left for him to do? Like
technically, he had his Raw debut already.
But he's going to be officially on the Raw roster. Is the point.
Oh wait, technically, didn't he get his belt back on Raw?
Yes, he did.
Right, but the point is he's going to be a mainstay on Raw and not on NXT anymore.
And here's what happens. Vince McMahon comes back, and then you see on Raw, you hear like a siren, and then you see a dude with like a chainmail helmet.
Jesus Christ!
And that's going to be Rob Breaker's debut. Yeah. And then, and better yet, because he's with the company, his manager and mouthpiece, P.D. Williams.
Oh God!
My God! That movie. Speaking of which, speaking of P. Williams, I still cannot believe. Get off Stand and Deliver for a second. Scott D'Amore doing a Canadian Destroyer.
Wait, Scott D'Amore did a Canadian Destroyer?
Yep, at the Sacrifice pay-per-view. Or John Skyler. Shut the hell up, you hater.
On Bully Ray or whatever?
No, it was Skyler, I believe. Hater.
I'd rather see Bad Bunny do that. Because he actually did pretty good.
Yeah, we all know that P.D. Williams is the inventor of the Canadian Destroyer.
Yes, we all know that.
I know that.
That's why he said that. You know who invented the Widow's Peak? Going back to NXT for a minute.
Yes, Roderick Strong.
Yes, he did. You know what I love about our little podcast, guys? Is that as much as we like break each other's balls, we're probably 3 of the smartest wrestling fans going. 4 with Frankie too as our honorable guest. 4 of the smartest wrestling fans going right now.
Yeah,
you can learn a lot from us.
Although I don't know,
we can disagree with our opinions, but you can learn from us.
ADD antics, you really could.
People are more polished than us, though.
What'd you say?
I mean, people are more polished than us because we're just.
We should, but that's the appeal is that we shoot from the hip.
You could learn a lot from us if you look past the antics. You really could.
Yeah.
If I could get my buddy Ryan on our show, he can quiz us.
I like it.
If I can actually get him on the show.
Oh, if we can get him on the show, I want to do a whole quiz. Make the whole show a quiz. We won't touch anything else. We'll make it a quiz game, and we'll see who's the smartest of the three of us. We all know it's me, but that's okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the ultimate, but we all knew that.
Well, we'll see about that.
Rod, who's won more times in fantasy against each other?
Who's won more championships?
Who's a sore winner?
Yeah, who's won more championships though? And who's the current champion right now?
And who beat you to lose to Frankie? Me.
And who is the only person on Attention Wrestling Disorder to never win a title?
This guy. It's a badge of honor that you didn't win. It's not about, all joking aside, it's not about winning and losing. Honestly, the best part is drafting and seeing how they do. It's supposed to be fun. If it's not, then why do you?
To quote my tag team partner, it's a me, Chuckio.
It's a me, a Chuckio.
By the way, Frank, do you think the EOW was saved this year?
So.
I don't know if he understands where I'm going.
I think he deep down does. There was a certain girl.
He may not.
Someone,
there was a certain girl
destroyed the division, and someone almost single-handedly took out the. Even after I left, someone came to power and almost destroyed the company, and Rod saved the day finally.
Oh my God! Oh wait! Oh, I know.
She still does that though. She was texting me personally the day, questioning my picks. I'm like, what the hell? No, Frankie knows.
So Frank,
hold on, no, I think I know who RJ. Somebody, you give me that person who beat you in the playoffs, right? Your last season, you was in the playoffs.
I didn't really. Well, you mean when I stopped caring? That's the only reason.
Again, why? I don't know. Here's the thing. Except for Rod, no one cares if they win or lose.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's definitely a lie. Hey, have you been in Chuck? You've been in that foundation group chat. You really going to honestly tell me that's the case?
Yes. Oh no, because you know the one that you wait. You know what? No. You know what? No.
Scores and stuff. You're going to tell me that.
Wait, no. I'm going to retract my statement. You know why I'm going to retract that? Because the one that you kicked out was the same way, and to this day still criticizes how I draft. She may not be doing it in the league anymore, but behind the scenes, she's still doing it.
I know she does.
It doesn't matter because
I don't care. I don't listen. I'm just like, yeah, to each his own.
Yo, Chuck.
Yo.
You wanna hear the funniest shit?
It just didn't click. It just never clicked. Anyway,
oh my God.
It didn't.
You know how I draft?
Hold on.
I want to hear this. I want to hear how Frankie drafts. I like that.
And Rod could actually verify. Rod hit me up and like, yo, it's your turn. I'm like, yo, whatever. And I'll draft my players, and I won't even change my players the whole time I'm in the draft. I'm like, whatever. And that's how I won that year.
That's usually how I win too. I rarely win at those things either.
Like really, like showing up for the draft is half the battle right there. That's like 50% of the battle, and then just drafting good. And you gotta be versatile because you can't like put a list out and think you're gonna get everybody on your list.
I'm gonna get everybody on my list next season. By last season, I'm retiring after that. I'm getting everybody.
You say that every year that you're retiring. You're still there. I already retired.
This time it's legit.
I do random.
Back and destroy you.
I tell Rod all the time. I'm like, yo, I'm random. Just randomize it. He's like, for real? I'm like, yeah, just randomize it.
Give me whoever. I'm here. Just give me whoever. It's good.
On that note, I'm about to go eat. My dinner's ready. So.
And on that note, I gotta go make a phone call. But so are we all good? We all.
I think we hit the key points, gentlemen. Sorry about that. My clumsiness just spilled the beer. Not a drunk thing, just a clumsy thing. I just spilled half a beer.
You don't know if you got drunk at all on during the show.
I only have the 2 beers. They're sippers. No, those beers you can't chug them. Those are sippers. Those are strong. Those aren't.
Where did you get yours, by the way?
There's a distributor like a half a mile down the house of my house.
Hopefully,
Nice.
I can find one because I want one.
They're good. I like so far. That is equally as good as the lager. The IPA is the worst of the three. That and the lager are equal.
All right.
Personal opinion on that. Yeah,
So I guess we're all good.
we're
You got
good,
anything else
gentlemen.
to say, Frank?
Yep.
Because I gotta go.
Frankie, it has been a pleasure, my friend. We will do this again sometime.
Oh, definitely.
Guys, it's been a pleasure.
Guys, next week is WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
enjoy it. We'll have conversations
Weekend
and we'll probably
wrestling, I
touch
love
on it
it.
after. What's up, Rod?
Crazy weekend in wrestling next weekend. I love it.
That's what we're here for.
The true
gonna
Super
bank on
Bowl
this.
of wrestling. Boom.
I'm gonna bank on this. I'm gonna be your next undisputed WWE champion.
I like it. I
Not if
support
Mr.
this.
Main Event has anything to say about it.
With all that being said, gentlemen,
The Main Event.
enjoy some WrestleMania next week, and we'll reconvene. Till then,
All right.
we are always just too sweet.
Boom.
We're alive.
Down with that.
All right. I gotta go.
All right, later.